Very good morning, students of class 7th and class 7th. I hope you are well, my dear students. On Saturday, I have done exercise 1.2 and I also provide you the solution PDF. So, my dear students, you have to complete exercise 1.2 and send in the math discussion group. My dear students, I already provide you the link for the group. So all the students should join the group and submit their work. I hope you get the point. मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, मैंने आप सभी को मैथ्स का वर्क कंप्लीट करना है एक्सरसाइज 1.2 तक, और आज मैं एक्सरसाइज 1.3 स्टार्ट करने वाला हूं. टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट एक्सरसाइज 1.3. So I hope you are ready with this. So my dear students, as first of all I just want to see you, I just told you that this is page number 15 in exercise 1.1.3. My dear student, this exercise is basically based on division. So my dear student, before we start, I just give you some basic information about this exercise. Exercise 1.3. In exercise 1.3, this exercise is contain the exercise is basically based on division. So my dear student, I am using this symbol, this forward slash symbol as a division, because I am using computer. So I use this symbol for division, to indicate division symbol. I hope you don't mind. So my dear student, today I am going to tell you how we have to solve this question. So my dear student, first of all, question is written in that form. Suppose the question is written in that fashion. Suppose the number is written 12 upon 3. 12 upon 3. My dear students, suppose question is written in that form, 12 upon 3. So the number which is written in the upper side is called numerator. And the number which is written in at the bottom is called denominator. So my dear student, we have to cancel out this fraction by any number which have the common factor. तो मेरे बच्चों, हमें उस नंबर से डिवाइड करना होगा 12 और 3 को जिसका फैक्टर कॉमन होगा. So my dear students, what we have to do now, we have to do first, we have to find out which number divide these two numbers. So my dear students, 12 and 3 are only divided by the number is 3, because 3 comes on both 3 ones are 3 and 3 fours are 12. So we can write this number as 4 upon 1. And my dear student, we don't know if 1 is written at the denominator, so we don't need to write down this step, write down the 1. So we just directly write 4. Okay, so the 4 is the answer of this integer. So my dear student, this is how we have to solve this thing, and I believe that you have already done this type of question in your earlier classes. This is very easy process and you will easily do this thing. So we have directly jumped to this exercise. So my dear student, first of all, we have to understand few rules. The rule number one says that if number is written in that form, a upon b, suppose number is written in that fashion, a upon b, so always remember that this is considered, the upper side is called numerator and the bottom side is the number which is situated at the bottom is called denominator. Okay, okay, my dear students. So this numerator upon denominator forms a fraction. One more thing is that we have to learn few rules, which is very important before solve the exercise question. My dear students, as you know that just I'm sharing you the screen. I'm just sharing you the screen. You have to remember few rules. That is, that the rule says that the rules are given in page number 14. The rule says that If two positive integers are divided, then the output will be a positive integer. If two negative integers are divided, then the result will be the same. If one positive and negative is divided, we get the negative. We are the same process that we have to follow in multiplication. So what we have to do now, if the symbols are same, then the positive sign will come. If the symbols are different, then the negative sign will come. So I think you have to understand this concept very well. So now we have to directly jump to this exercise. Now let's move to exercise 1.5, one point. Okay, I'm just sharing you the screen. I'm sharing you the PDF. Okay, solution PDF as well. So my dear students, as you can see, this is exercise 1.3. I am solved the questions earlier so that it will ultimately save our time. The first question written that minus 75 is divided by minus 5. As you know that minus 75 and minus 5 both are integers and both are negative. So the pattern of solving question is very easy. You know this concept very well. So first of all, we have to write minus 75 minus 75, and then we need a uh, this upon sign, and then we write minus 5. Okay, so my dear student, this is the first step. In second step, what we have to do now, we just need to divide this number. Okay, as we have already do, and you know that both numerator and denominator have the same symbol, the negative. This number will be cancelled, this negative symbol will be cancelled out, and we have only left 70 plus 70 75 and 5. The number equation will look like that: 75 upon 5. I hope you did understand this point. Now, my dear student, we have to need to divide these two numbers one by one. So what we have to do now, we need to divide these two numbers one by one. So we just divide 5 by 75. 5 by 75. We directly solve the number. So that is 5 ones are 5. My dear students, when 7 divided by 5, you know that this 2 will come, and we have to carry this 5. Now, my dear students, we have to divide 25 by 5. I mean the 5. The 5 time will come. You know that. That means 0 is left. That means 5 is totally divided 75, and quotient will 15 will come. So that means 5 ones are 5, and this will become 15, my dear students. As you know that 15 will come. So we have directly write 15 upon 1. We can directly write 15 upon 1. My dear student, as you can see, 1 is left at the denominator. So we no need to write 1 at the denominator. We directly write 15. So the answer of this question is 15. So I hope, my dear student, you have get the point. The answer of the question is 15. If you have any problem, you just ask in the group. Okay. So now, students, this is question number 1. Now the question number 2 is based on the same pattern. I mean the same strategy. The question number 2 says that means B part. I mean not second but B part. 130 divided by minus 10. So my dear student, you know this question very well. How we have to solve this thing? We have to divide minus. Now I just need to clear this thing. We just need to divide 130 divided by minus 10. What we have to do now, my dear students, we just simply write the fraction in a very easy manner, that we are in numerator or denominator form. That is, I think I just need to make it very clear. So I just use another tool. Okay, my dear student, as you know that 130 is positive and minus 10 is negative. So first of all, we have to divide. So before dividing that, we have to cancel this zero. Okay. Okay, we have to cancel this zero. That means this numerator and denominator zero will be cancelled out. And we have left only 13 upon 13 upon minus 1. 13 upon minus 1. Then my dear students, we know that there is no need to write this 180 denominator, but the problem is the minus sign is given. So we directly put this minus sign at the numerator. So this answer will become minus 13 and this is the final answer. So this is how we have to solve the question, and you can see in the PDF as well. My dear students, you can see in the PDF as well. So you can easily understand how we have to solve this thing. You can directly see the PDF as well. Okay. So my dear student, rest of the question you have to try by your own, and if you find any difficulty you can ask. Okay, my dear student. My dear students, you have to do rest of the question by your own, but if you find any difficulty at any point, you just let me inform. Now I am directly jump to the question number 2, which is says that filling the blanks. I have already shared you the screen. Question number 2 is filling the blanks where the box is given and we have to find the value of this box. So my dear student, this is very easy question and we have to follow very simple steps to solve this exercise. So my dear students, I'm just try to help you how to solve this question. So in question number 2, A part says that which number I have to divide by 14, so the answer will 4 will come. Okay, the answer 4 will come. Okay, so I have to write this question in that fashion. Question number 2 part 1. Question number 2 part 1. It says that which number I have to divide yes, which number I need to divide by minus 14. So the result will be 4 will come. Okay, so we know that A part, which number I have divided with minus 14, the 4 will come. So I just simply once this unknown quantity I don't know, I have to consider it x. जो number मुझको नहीं पता है, जो box मुझे नहीं पता, उसको मैं x मान लेता हूँ. So suppose I just write this equation in that fashion. Let मैं let करता हूँ let x. मैं a कोई वेरिएबल a इज इक्वल्स, मैं कोई भी वेरिएबल मान सकता हूँ, पर मैंने यहाँ पे a मान लिया है, मैंने पीडीएफ में x मान रखा है. Let a minus 14 is equals to 4. Okay, let a divided by 14 is equals to 4. तो माय डियर स्टूडेंट, मैं इसको इस फॉर्म में मैंने a मान लिया है बॉक्स की जगह. तो माय डियर स्टूडेंट, अब मैं इस इक्वेशन को ऐसे भी लिख सकता हूँ, a डिवाइडेड बाय minus 14. Wait for a second. Minus 14 will directly gives you 4. So my dear student, you can easily understand that a divided by minus 14 is equals to 4, which means that you have to solve this equation in that fashion. A is equals to 4 multiplied by minus 14. My dear student, is x represent the multiplication sign, so don't be confused. After that, we have to multiply a with this, and you know that for the 16, and we have to easily multiply, you know this thing, 16 of 4 1 5 56. So and we have to put this minus sign, you know this formula. This is how we have to solve this equation. Okay, we have to cross multiply the thing, that is we have to cross multiply this thing, and we have to shift this minus 14 here. So this is how we have to solve this equation. Okay, this is how we have to solve question number 1 part A. Okay, now my dear student, you can see part number 2 as well. I'm just sharing with the screen. This says that 63 divided by 63 divided by which number? So I'll get -7. 63 divided by which number? So I get -7. So this is very easy question. How we have to solve this thing? You know that there is a bracket, box is given, so I'll consider any variable in this box, whether it's A, B, C or X, Y, Z. So there is no problem in this. So I'll just simply write down 63 divide by a number which gives I mean, just wait for a second. I just need to open the book. It will give -7. So I need to fill this box. So how I have to solve? First of all, I have to let the box value is X. Let 63 divide by A is equals to -7. I considered A as a variable and I'll let the value 63 divided by A is equals to -7. I don't know the value of A. I need to find the value of A. Now we have to form the equation, as you know that very well. We have to write 63 at the numerator, and at the denominator we have to write A. We have to write A. And my dear student, you can see that equals to -7. So my dear student, you know that how we have to solve this thing. We have to, you can see that 63 upon A is equals to -7. So my dear student, we need to find the value of A. And you know that we always make the like terms on one side. We always make the like terms on the one side. You know that 63 and -7 both are number category, both are integers, and A is a variable. So we need to shift the numbers. Okay. So we have basically need to shift this thing. So what we have to do? We have to need to shift this thing. Okay. We need to shift this thing. Okay. We need to shift A and -7. So the equation will become like this. 63. Okay. Wait. Where's the cursor goes? Oh. Okay. Upon -7 is equals to A. You can see that we have to shift this value. Now, my dear student, you know that how we have to solve. We have to divide 7 and 63 by that number, that both number will divide it. हमें 63 और 7 को नंबर से डिवाइड करना है जो दोनों नंबर से डिवाइड हो जाए. My dear student, you know this idea. 7 1 जा 7 and 7 9 जा 63. My dear students, you can easily solve this thing, and you know that what will the answer come? Answer will come 9 upon -1. ये वैल्यू होगी किसकी? A की. ये वैल्यू होगी A की. इक्वल्स टू A. माय डियर स्टूडेंट, आप इसको ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं. A is equals to 9 -9. What you to write? -9. Because 1 लिखने की जरूरत नहीं होती है. नेगेटिव साइन ऊपर आ जाएगा तो अल्टीमेट वैल्यू हो जाएगी -9. तो ये इसका आंसर होगा माय डियर स्टूडेंट. So I hope you understand, and there is no big problem in this. The question is very easy. You have to try by your own. And my dear student, this is the solution video PDF. I'll work very hard for this. I solve each and every question for you all. As you can see, my dear student, I make X as a variable. Okay, you will make any variable. Okay, you can consider any variable. Okay, so I'll just solve the video. I can solve this PDF, all the questions, and you can see all the solution of the questions. So you have to firstly try by your own. आपको PDF पहले नहीं खोलनी है, पहले खुद से ट्राई करना. जब आंसर नहीं आएगा तब आपको ये सारे क्वेश्चंस लगाने होंगे. ओके, माय डियर स्टूडेंट, अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. बिफोर नॉट वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम, let's move to question number 3. Question number 3 says that the cost of 7 pieces is cost of 7 pant pieces is rupees 1085. What is the cost of one pant piece? अगर 7 पैंट पीसेस की कॉस्ट 1085 है तो 1 पैंट की कॉस्ट क्या होगी? दिस इज अ वेरी 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 इजी क्वेश्चन. I think you already done this type of question in your earlier classes, so I just going to tell you directly. You know that the cost of, since cost of 4 pant is rupees 1085, therefore the cost of 1 pant is rupees 1075 upon 7. So I just need to divide this number and I will get 155. So 155 is the cost of 1 pant. This is very easy question. The same thing is asking here. It's question number 4. Actually, the order of the question is disturbed, I think. So no problem in this. The book seller sold 32 sets of books at the cost of 32,800. What is the cost of one set of book? This is very easy question. 32 set, 32 रुपीज का एक सेट है बुक का, और टोटल कितने रुपए, टोटल बुक सेट की कॉस्ट कितनी है? 20,800. तो आपको एक बुक सेट की कॉस्ट बतानी है माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, सो व्हाट वी हैव टू डू नाउ, द क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 says that if the cost of one book set is rupees 32 and the cost of total book set is 20,800. ओके, तो द नंबर ऑफ बुक सेट हम कितने खरीद सकते हैं, उसके लिए मुझे टोटल कॉस्ट ऑफ बुक सेट को डिवाइड करना होगा कॉस्ट ऑफ ईच बुक सेट से. मेरे बच्चों, अगर आपको पूरा पैसा दिया गया है और एक पैसे की कॉस्ट बतानी है तो आप उसको डिवाइड करेंगे, राइट, टोटल पैसों में से. तो मैं 20,800 को डिवाइड करूंगा 32 से और मेरा आंसर आ जाएगा 650 रुपीज. ओके, या आई मीन द नंबर ऑफ बुक सेट होंगे 650. ओके, तो आई होप गेट द पॉइंट. उसी तरीके से माय डियर स्टूडेंट क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 भी सेम है. आप अपनी बुक पे देख सकते हैं. आप बुक कंटेन a cane contain 14 kg of oil. 40 kg of oil, 50 gram of oil has leaked. How many pouches of 930 gram each can made from the remaining oil? बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है. अगर 14 किलो का कोई ऑयल है, कंटेनर है, जिसमें से 50 ग्राम ऑयल लीक हो जाता है, तो माय डियर स्टूडेंट, you know that 1 kilogram is equals to 1 kilo. मैं इसको रिमूव कर देता हूं. My dear student, you know that 1 kg, that means 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 gram. Similarly, 14 kg is equals to 14,000 grams. So my dear student, we have to solve this question in that approach. This question says that wait. Yes, the quantity of oil container is 14 kg and I have to multiply with 1000, so I'll get the 14,000 gram. Okay, now the oil leak from container, कितना ऑयल लीक होता है कंटेनर से? 50 ग्राम ऑयल लीक होता है कंटेनर से, यानी इतना तेल बह जाता है. तो मेरे पास बचा हुआ कितना तेल होता है? 14,000 ग्राम में से 50 ग्राम को माइनस कर देंगे तो 13,950 ग्राम ऑयल बचा होगा मेरे पास. अब बच्चों, आपको बताना है क्वांटिटी ऑफ ईच ऑयल. हमारे पास जो एक पैकेट है ऑयल का, उसकी क्वांटिटी कितनी है? 930 ग्राम. तो आपसे पूछा कि कितने पाउचेस बन सकते हैं, तो हम लोग डिवाइड कर देंगे 13,950 को 930 से, तो मेरे पास फाइनल आंसर आएगा 15. तो टोटल 15 पाउचेस हम लोग बना सकते हैं माय डियर स्टूडेंट. तो माय डियर स्टूडेंट, दिस इज हाउ वी हैव टू कंप्लीट एंड वाइंड अप एक्सरसाइज. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, यू हैव टू सॉल्व ऑल द क्वेश्चन बाय योर ओन. सारे क्वेश्चन अपने आप से सॉल्व करने हैं, और अगर आप नहीं निकाल पाते उसका आंसर, तब आपको पीडीएफ की हेल्प लेनी है माय डियर स्टूडेंट. और एक बात, सारे क्वेश्चन ट्राई करके आज शाम 6 बजे तक मुझे पीडीएफ भेज देना है. माय डियर स्टूडेंट, कंप्लीट ऑल द वर्क एंड सेंड मी at 6 PM. Thank you.